Hey everybody, how's it going? So first things first, right out the gate, pardon me if I'm a little bit weird. I mean, that was pretty weird already with me jumping the frame like that, but I think that's pretty usual. I've done that before. But pardon me if I'm a little bit weird throughout this video because I've not recorded a video like this since October, not counting my birthday video because that was just me holding my phone around. And also, speaking of, I guess, filming on the face-to-face like this, it was recently Christmas, obviously. I hope everyone had a nice and wonderful holiday. I got a camcorder for Christmas, so if you notice that the camera quality is kind of more crappy than it was on my phone here, or if it's a little bit better, I don't know, but it's an actual camera now, so I don't have to use my phone all the time, which I'm very happy about. I want to get a camcorder because I want to take a little baby steps to getting an actual camera. Go from there. Alright, I need to take a breath. Yeah, so where do I begin? Yep, of course, this is the overview, I guess, of like year-end review kind of thing. I do this every year, kind of traditionally. It's a kind of tradition video now. Yeah, just kind of cap off the year, review it all. Like, oh, this is what happened this year. This is what I liked about this year. This is what I didn't like about this year. So yeah, I'm in the same spot as I always record these videos. I'm in my grandmother's house, so that's why I spend my time every New Year's Eve. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I don't want to take too long with this. There's some other stuff I'd like to talk about towards the end of what's coming out next year, so on and so forth. So, the best way I can describe this year, personally, it has its ups and downs. There's some great things that happened this year, and there were some, alright, that kind of stinked. But, that's kind of like the usual. I mean, compared to last year, 2018 is nowhere near it. It's just how life is, but for me, it wasn't that great of a year. Like, Brick Fair was the greatest thing that happened this year when I got to meet Thatch, Bonnie Von Trabia, Toa Naretta, and Storm Seraph. That was an absolute blast. I can't wait for next year, so I guess that kind of confirms I'm going next year. I'm looking forward to that. It was just, I had a great time, and I can't wait to meet them all in person once again. If they all go. So yeah, that was the best thing that happened this year to me personally. And other, things I did with my family, that was a lot of fun too. I went on vacation a few times in different places, so that was I had a great time doing that. Yeah, well, there's some things I was disappointed about this year. I wanted to do more stuff with videos, but I'm a person that's very focused on school, and I want to thank everybody for being patient with me. I haven't really put out any videos at all towards the end of this year, starting what was like around October, I believe. So I really appreciate it from everybody. It's the same kind of reasoning for most people with saying like school, caught up in schoolwork and everything else. And for me, as much as I love making videos, it's always school first because it goes a long way later on. I hope a lot of people agree with that because, yeah, it's very important, education. Now I'm sounding like a teacher, nice. But yeah, I want to thank everybody. Thank you for being patient. And I'm not sure as to when I'll be getting back in the normal schedule like doing reviews or any other videos. I'll talk about that a little bit later. I got quite a few things to talk about after recapping this year. Yeah, there's some things, there's some things I didn't like about this year. I can't really pinpoint what, but it's just that's kind of like it's the kind of mix of bad thing that's thrown into the good sometimes. So you're kind of like and that's the best way I can really describe what I feel about this year. We had some pretty good movies come out. Everyone will definitely say about Avengers: Infinity War. That was one of my, I want to say, favorite movie of the whole year, but I don't want to because there's probably other movies I haven't seen that I would like. But Infinity War is definitely one of the best movies I've seen this year. And also, I haven't seen Spider-Verse yet, and I'm wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt right now, but I have not seen Spider-Verse. I still want to see that. I heard that was very good, and also Aquaman. Actually, kind of decent. I heard decent reviews about Aquaman. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else with movies. Well, Mission Impossible, I haven't seen that either, but those some movies I hear about with people's list of top 10 films of the year. So yeah, so I'm going to go with Infinity War as my favorite. That's the one I really can think of that I've seen that I really enjoyed. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I mean, videos this year, I was kind of disappointed with. I really couldn't work on KL like I wanted to. There's so much that was being added on to it, and just like I was planning to film it this year, but it ended up having the main location of the series ended up being changed, so I'm filming it somewhere else now. I have to plan that out for next year. I didn't get to write the script like I wanted to. It's not really fleshed out like it is yet. And just a lot of other things that are right behind it. But it's not a bad thing necessarily. Sometimes it takes time just for these things to kind of like process and come and go. So next year, I definitely plan to film KL after House Legacy 10. and I'll talk about that. Speaking of House Legacy, I also put out episode 9, which was something I really wanted to put out this year, and I'm very glad that I was able to, because I can't believe that video is around 51 minutes, because that's ridiculous. But yeah, so that came out this year. I was very happy. That was such a horrible video to work on. Yeah. Trying to think what else. Yeah, like I said, I was kind of disappointed. I think it's because I didn't really like this year too much. It's because I didn't get to work on videos like I really wanted to. Like I said, talking about school, that was really that's my kind of top tiers work. But maybe next year, you never know. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I like to thank my friends at the United Hapori. I had a great year with them, as always, really. I mean, this is the second year I've known most of the members there. And I look forward to making more videos with them in the near future, voice acting, everything else. And yeah, so that's pretty much, that wraps up 2018. And I'm trying to think of anything else, but just want to mention a few things here. House Legacy 10, I am working on, but I don't have anything to update about it. I really don't. Like, I'm filming some scenes here and there. It's just, I don't know if I'm going to release a trailer. I think I'm just going to put it out when it's done. That's all I can really tell you. And I'll make a video talking about what's next. You know, Kierman's Legacy is what's going to be happening after House Legacy is over. And I'll probably make a whole video like, oh, this is what's going to happen. There's a lot of stuff I may want to, yeah, I'll see. I'm just going to finish House Legacy. That may be my next video. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to cut the camera for a second because it was doing something weird, but I figured it out now. I think I'm good. But as I was saying, with House Legacy, I'm just not going to give a release date. I'm just going to put it out when it's finished and everything else. And I'll make a video talking about Kierman's Legacy afterwards, and I'll go from there. So that's all I pretty much have to say. Hope that everyone has a very happy new year, and I will see you all in 2019. Adios.